welcome back to another episode of the Community Collective. I am one of your co-hosts, Johnny B. Good, the flip-flop agent, and I am joined again by the famous, maybe infamous, executive director for the Davison Area Chamber of Commerce. Travis, how are you doing, my friend?
Good. Thanks for having me back on. I'm excited to talk with our guests today and just get a good conversation going between the three of us.
Let's jump right into it, Travis. Who's our guest today?
Yeah, so we are excited to have Casey Reed, who is the director of the Davison Township Parks and Recreation here in our community. So, Casey, welcome. We're glad you could join us today.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
So I know my family, and I'm sure Johnny's family has had opportunities over the years to really enjoy everything the Parks Department has to offer. What is your background? What got you into the Parks and Recreation industry or field?
Yeah. I have a degree from Michigan State University. So yay, go green. So my degree is in kinesiology, athletic administration. So after that, I was hired in for Springfield Township Parks and Recreation as their recreation superintendent. So I worked there for just over 8 years, doing all of their programs, events, their sports leagues, community festivals, things like that. I'm originally from Davison, grew up here, graduated from Davison High School back in 2000. So when they started the Parks Department for the township, I saw the posting on our M Park site and was super excited because I have lived in Davison the entire time, though I worked outside of Davison. So I was super excited to see something in my hometown. So I quickly applied for that position and was lucky enough and fortunate enough to be hired for Davison Township's first Parks and Recreation director. So I've been here since 2015. Was instrumental in opening up Lake Callis, taking over the Robert Williams property, taking over the dog park. And so I oversee those properties as well as the Kitchen School Park on the corner of 15 and Bristol Road, the Veterans Park on Irish in front of the Township Hall, and then the Black Creek Trail that runs from Abernathy Park all the way onto Irish Road and down Irish Road. Super excited to have been here and seeing the way the parks have developed and grown over the last 8 years now. It's crazy that it's been that long already, but excited at the development that we've had and the growth in the community and the support from the community as we have established this department here.
Exciting to see how many areas we have within our community for people to enjoy. I'm always amazed by when I go past the dog park, it's always lots of people there. When I
Yes.
have been out at Williams, people are always out there either running or some type of activity and just enjoying that time. But Casey, what has it been like to see a community-based parks grow so much for our residents to enjoy? What is that like for you? You grew up here and now you're part of this amazing thing going on.
Yeah, it's outstanding, honestly. It's the community really has just welcomed our department and supported our growth, and our events are super highly attended. I think the first year that we did an Easter egg hunt out at the Lake Callis property, we had over 500 participants. That's just the kids that were like signed up to hunt. That's not including the moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas that came to watch. Our community is just absolutely embraced us and supported us. We're very active with the schools. We have field trips out at the Robert Williams property year round. So they're out there for intercession. They're out there doing maple syrup tapping. They're doing our salamander hikes and water testing. So we have things going on all year with the schools. We have professional development for the teachers that we do out there. In the summer, we have like teacher field trips to come out there and learn about what is at the property. Han comes over and does their end of the school year celebration at Lake Callis. So there's just so much going on all the time. And it's just been amazing to see the community come together and to be able to provide these open spaces for community to come out and have safe places to go, to have recreation, to have events, to have community and family reunions, birthday parties. So it's just amazing to see how the Davison community has come together and supported us and helped us to grow, and just from not having anything to being what we already are just in the 8 years just shows the need that there was in the community for something like this, and how much the community loves it and has embraced it. So I just can't even imagine what it's going to be in another 8 years from now with continued growth and continued support. So it's exciting. It makes you feel good that you're able to be a part of it and you're able to offer those opportunities for families and for kids. Doing some of those field trips, like I said, like when we do things over the summer or some of the intersessions, having kids that have never been out on a hike out at our Williams property, and we can spot owls, we've spotted deer, fox, different things like that, and they've never had that experience, and to tilt their little heads up and say, right there's the owl, and they're just like, I can't even believe that. I don't think my parents have even ever saw an owl in nature. So it's sometimes it's like overwhelming, and you're just like, okay, I know I'm doing this when those type of moments happen. So it's exciting and awesome to be a part of.
I know my family has experienced so many things, from my kids being little, doing polywogs, to even just recently doing the kind of Twilight Trail walk at Williams. So this is a great intro to what are some of the big events and are exciting things that people can enjoy this year in 2023.
Yeah, so I know when you mentioned to me that I would be talking about the events, I'm like typing them up and I'm like, there's so many to talk about. Pretty much every month we have something going on. I'm like, I could probably talk for the entire half hour just about the events that we have coming up. We do have our annual Bunny Trail Egg Hunt that's coming up on Saturday, April. That's always a fan favorite because it's a holiday themed event. New this year, we have our community-wide garage sale. So we're jumping on the M15 garage sale that's going on the first Saturday in May every year. So we're actually opening Lake Callis up. So if somebody doesn't want to have people at their house, or maybe they live too far off M15, we're going to have garage sale space here at Lake Callis. So you can bring all your stuff here and we'll hopefully get good traffic coming through. We have our Under the Sea Daddy Daughter Dance. It's highly popular. One of my favorites is our Youth Fishing Derby that's coming up on June 3rd. And we have the awesome sponsors of the Fraternal Order of the Police are actually sponsoring that event this year, which they have in the past, but they're upping their sponsorship this year. So it's going to be a free event. So you don't have to pay to register. You do still have to register for that event, but it's going to be completely free. So the kids can come out and fish that day from 9 to 11:30. We have prizes for each age group. So we have to cap it at 150 kids, which last year we had over 80 kids that participated in that event, but it's for ages 3 to 16. So that's always a really fun event. Our Young Warrior Beach Battle was bringing back. It's always a super popular one. So you can think of that as your mud runs or your obstacle race runs, but it's just geared around kids. Parents get to run it with their kids, but we tried to make a race that was for the kids because a lot of those races are obviously for adults or teens. So this one is for kids and it's a ton of fun. It's inexpensive. They get a shirt, they get a medal. And then we have stuff going on all summer. We're doing an adult road rally, a mother-son event. We have Moana movie night that's sponsored by our local Fernco. They're awesome. So we're going to be doing a Moana themed night where we're doing a luau out at Lake Callis and hoping to have some awesome entertainment before the movie. We're partnering up with the police again this year to do National Night Out in August. So that's also another free event. You can come into Lake Callis and they have entertainment, and all the Davison Township police officers are here with their cars and their drones and bikes and things like that, so the kids can see exactly what they have and get familiar with some of them and thank them for their service because what they're doing is amazing. And so it's a fun night. We have free ice creams that we hand out. Another new one that we have this year that we're really excited about is we're doing a camp out at the Williams property. So you actually can come and bring tents and sleeping bags, and we're going to have a hike and scavenger hunts and s'mores and actually do like a night hike with the families that come out. But then you can actually camp out right there at the Williams property. So I think that'll be a super fun and highly attended event. So it's just endless. We have so much stuff going on, new stuff all the time. And I have an awesome dream team right now of staff that are just coming up with all kinds of great events and activities year round. So we're just getting ready to put out our next publication here the first week of March that will debut a lot of those to the community. So we're super excited.
It is amazing. Casey, I don't know how you guys keep up with everything that's going on, because I feel like you guys do so much and offer so much to people. You just mentioned so many events that are free to the public, and that right there shows there's a commitment from businesses or organizations in the community to make things possible like that, which is
Yes,
great.
it is.
And then you have go camping. out in the parks and fishing. And there's just, my kids have done the Warrior Dash and they love it. They've never asked
Yes.
me to join them, which I'm very thankful for because I don't think I can climb a rope or jump over fire. But it is, Casey, it is your team. When I've stopped by there, I feel like they're always talking about new ideas or trying new things to offer to community, which is that's amazing. And I think one of the ones that I'm really excited to see it take off is I think I've been reading about you guys offering a brand new is it summer day camp this year. What is this about? What's going on? What are the age
So
groups that can come to this?
So we are gearing this towards kids, elementary age primarily. There's been a void in Davison for things to do for elementary age kids in the summer, and looking for an actual camp that's all day, every day, filling that void of where school was. Are creating this camp. Ages 5 to 12 is again what we're gearing it towards. It starts the week after school gets out for Davison School, so June 26th, and runs through August 11th. It's Monday through Friday, all day from 9 to 4, and we do offer early drop-off and late pickup. So for parents that have to get to work before 9 o'clock, we wanted to make it doable so that they can still bring their kids to this camp. We have been working with Lara, which is part of the state, to actually have this license. There is not another licensed day camp in Davison, and there's only, I think we will be the second one in Genesee County to actually carry a license. So you can tell just by having to say that there is obviously a void for that area. And there's daycares and things like that, but not actual day camps. So each week we're going to have a different theme, and we'll have a field trip on the Wednesday of each camp week to where we'll take the kids somewhere. But it's an outdoor day camp. The kids are going to be active and busy all day long. They're going to be doing games and arts and crafts. They're going to have outdoor adventure time where we'll actually have our naturalists come over and do stuff with them. They'll have lunch here, so they'll bring a sack lunch with them. We're going to have board games and outdoor activities, take use of the Lake Callis facility where they can go fishing. They can go on the nature trails around the lake and look for butterflies. We have the volleyball courts here. We have all kinds of yard games and things like that. They'll be able to go on the splash pad. So we have an entire summer already planned out for these kids, and we're super, super excited to be able to offer that. And like I said, it's been a void in Davison. We've been looking at how to do it, and we did a little test run of 1 week of camp last year, which filled up and was phenomenal. And the parents were begging us to come up with more and to extend it. So Vanessa, our recreation coordinator, has a day camp background. And so when she came in with us last May, it was one of the things that we had talked about when she first came on, and she took it and just ran with it and has done a lot of work going through the licensing requirements for this. And so we're super excited to be able to offer it. And registration is actually gearing up. Crazy enough, registration opens next week for it. So March 1st, our residents of Davison get a first opportunity to register, and then it'll open up to non-residents as well if there's still
Okay,
space.
so you're leading me into my questions, which is amazing. So if a resident wants to get signed up for one of these activities, if they want to sign up for all of them or getting kids registered for summer camp, how does someone do this?
So they can go right onto our website. Like I said, most of our registration is going to open up next week on March 1st. So they can go right to our website at dtparks.com. And once they go there, they can click on the registration tab, and that will take them to our registration website. And all of our programs and events, we have most of them already loaded on there, ready to go. We've been testing them out, so they can go on there. And if they have any questions, they can absolutely call our office. Our number is 810-214-1810. And we're open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to noon and 1 to 5 p.m. For the actual office hours, and we can help them register. So they have to set up an account on our website, and then they can go through and pick which programs and events they want to register for. The sooner the better, because some of them do have maximum. If there's something they're really dying to do, then they should get on there and register right away just to not miss out. I know when I've registered my kids for camps and things like that, those things seem to go pretty quickly because parents want to make sure they have something for their kids all summer. So if you are sure that you want to do it and know that's a need that you have in your family, then I would go ahead and register as quickly as you can for those. So yeah, right on our website or call our office and we can help you right over the phone.
Well, perfect. That sounds like such an easy process. I know we've done it before, but for anyone, I mean, you guys are there to help them, and you can do it
Yep.
from the convenience of your home with the website, which is so nice and easy for
Yes.
a parent that works at home or a parent that works in an office, you can hop on the website anytime, which is great. So,
Yep.
Casey, with that, we always really enjoy asking this last question of our guest. What is a interesting or funny story that you can share about your role as a parks director or anything that you have experienced in your career that you think is just people would be interested to learn about you?
I was like literally up last night trying to think about what I was going to say here because I'm like, I can't think of anything funny, of course. I was just trying to think of one thing people may not realize is just in the Parks and Recreation field that we're not just summer Parks and Recreation events and programs. There's stuff going on all the time, year round. Our days are never boring. We never know what we're going to be doing, whether I'm in here doing the administration part of my job or getting called out to go hang up Christmas lights or shovel in a driveway, planting flowers. It's endless on what we could be doing. I get called out to look at the most random, weirdest things of just, it's endless. When you watch, I always tell people, when you watch that Parks and Recreation show and you laugh and think some of it's comical, like that stuff really does happen. Like it's never a dull moment in Parks and Rec. The phone calls that we sometimes I would like, oh, that's a whole episode on that show that I could write about. Because
It's great to know that. First of all, I love that show, but then in my head, I would like to imagine that all Parks and Recs departments are exactly like that. It's entertaining, always something
it
new
is.
going on.
It,
It's
it really is.
well,
Yeah.
and the nice thing is you get to share that entertainment and laughter with so many great team members and community members, which is amazing.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. That is probably one of
No,
our number one questions is, hey, I watched that show. Is that what it's like? And I'm like, yes, it actually really
I
is
love
just
it.
like that.
nothing makes me happier than talking to my community parks and rec director when she just drops jewels and nuggets like Leslie Knope, a little bit of Ron Swanson.
Right.
I'm still trying to find the Tom Haverford in the
Oh,
Yes.
office, but
It's
I'm sure he or she's there somewhere.
they are.
if
Yeah.
if you could factor in a little Sebastian just to make an appearance at some event,
That
I
would be
think it
awesome.
would be a well-rounded parks department.
Absolutely.
Maybe we can work in a little Sebastian showing for the Festival of Flags. How about
That
that?
would be fantastic. I have some
That would
ideas
be
that I can
amazing.
run by you for that right now.
That sounds
Oh my
great. That sounds
goodness.
great. Casey, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us today. I know that the community at large is looking forward to hear from you and all of the offerings that the Davison Township Parks and Recs has. In the show notes, I'll have all the contact info as well. So
Perfect.
again, from Travis and myself, thank you so much for taking the time
It's
today.
No problem. And I
Casey,
just appreciate the opportunity. So thank you.
yeah, and thank you so much for all that you and your team do. I feel like our community is can be park based. There's so much ways to get involved and get out there, but you guys make it fun. And that's what I think we love about it. And
Thank
having you
you.
on here shows your passion and excitement for our community, which is great.
Yes, yeah, and people coming out and having fun, that just encourages us to keep going and doing what we love and seeing the happiness that people are having and their families out and people enjoying what we do makes it that much easier for us to do all the crazy things that we do and keep going and stay as busy as we do. So I just thank the community for supporting
Yeah.
us. So
Well, Casey, thank you so much for taking a little bit of time today. And I hope everyone remembers to shop local and support local.
yes, thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Casey. Have a great one.
You too. Bye.
Bye.